What's up, guys? Peter from Peter Does Coins, and today we've got an enormous lot of mostly US but some world coins too. We've got lots of US silver, and of course lots of Morgans, it looks like. But let's get into it. I think we got definitely some cool stuff. So let's start right here. The Morgan looking right in front here. This one's an 1885, and although it's not really showing as much on camera, it's got a little pink hue, pink toning on it throughout the whole coin. You can barely see it on here, but it's definitely a cool piece, and the outline or the holder is silver. The bezel, that's the word I'm looking for. So pretty cool. Then we've got a nice BU 1922 peace dollar. Nothing too crazy here, but it's a nice coin for sure. 90% silver, of course, from the United States. Then we've got a really nice 1924, also nice uncirculated coin, hand-picked by me at my local coin store. Then we've got, there's so many Morgans, it's ridiculous. This one's a really nice 1889. I picked this one out of the Morgan bucket, and I thought this one was higher grade, nice luster, and no cleaning on the coin, so definitely a nice piece. Then I bought this one. This one's got some cool toning on it. It's definitely a higher grade piece. Really nice gold toning on there. And then on the on the obverse, we've got more gold toning. So it's definitely natural, in my opinion, and it's a very nice coin. 1885 O. Probably a BU Morgan, because it is New Orleans mint. For those of you who don't know, New Orleans mints strikes for Morgan dollars are weaker struck, and so where you see here right above the ear, that was actually just weakness of strike. If you look at a Philadelphia mint Morgan, or any other mint really, that's uncirculated, say 1921, then it'll have more hair detail, but when you're looking at a New Orleans coin, it's just not going to have that same hair detail initially. So it's not considered damage or circulation, still a mint state coin. It's just weakness of strike, which is pretty cool. Next up, we've got this one. I think I know what it is. It's a pretty nice looking 1883. Yeah, it's an 83S. And I think in this kind of shape, which should be pushing XF because it's got pretty full feathers here, it might be a VF. I'll have to take a closer look off the camera before I sell it, but I think that's an XF. And in such grade would be a better date coin. So I'm definitely excited about finding that one. That's a cool find. Next up, we've got a 1 ounce silver Libertad from Mexico. It's 999 silver from 1983. Nice BU Libertad, which is a bullion piece. 1 ounce silver from Mexico, so that's a nice piece. And we've got, this one's I think the 1884S that I found. And it is. This one's definitely VF because there is a little bit more wear on the feathers on this one. Not bold like the other one. So I think this is definitely a VF 1884S, but I'll definitely take it. Nice original coin, no scratches or anything like that, so it's a nice find. Then we've got this one here. This is a Proof Lafayette. I guess it's a French 100 francs. Yeah, from 1987. This one I'm going to flip up. Not going to set this one on the stack again. Definitely a nice piece. And I think this is like 95% silver, so it's a pretty cool coin. From France, 1987. Lafayette commemorative. Then we've got more Morgans. Here's an 1879 Philly. And this big pile right here is mostly Cole Morgan dollars that I got for cheap. This one's a 91. I just hand-picked. I picked ones that didn't quite look like Coles to me. That looked like more like average circ. We got a 90 O, 1880 New Orleans. And I think I've already been through the dates somewhat. I don't think there's any super better dates. Got an 84 Philly. We've got 1900 O. That one's definitely common. We've got 81 O. We've got 78 Philly. I always like pulling out the 78s and 79s because I think people like those a little bit more. This one I picked up because it has better details. You know, it's definitely a details coin. It's been cleaned or something, but it's an 89. This one's probably XF details, maybe even AU details with all that hair detail, but it's a nice coal for sure. Then we've got an 1890 New Orleans. We've got 1879. Remember, I always pull those ones out. And this one's from the New Orleans Mint, so we got a 79.0. That's nice. We've got 1881S, 81S, another common date. We've got 1890, 90 New Orleans. We've got 85O and 82 O. Then we've got a little bit nicer details, 82 Philly. Still a Cole Morgan though. And then we've got a couple more here. Let's get through them. We've got 85 Philly. We've got one from the, I can't even tell what mint that is. It's a 79. All right, so let's check this out. 79S. Yeah, it's definitely an S. So we've got a 79S Morgan dollar. Always pull those out. We've got New Orleans Mint from 79. Another 79.0. I've got a pretty sharp, probably an XF details. 89 Philly. Probably not a details coin. It's probably a nice original XF coin. I could see this one going for more than coal money. So I'm happy about that. Got Philadelphia Mint 1880. And this one's definitely a coal with that rim ding, 1890 O. Another common date. But I think I got like 22 Morgans there, so that was definitely nice. 22 coals, that is. And I missed one here. This one's an 87. Really nice original coin, maybe except for that rim ding, but 87O, which might be a slightly better date, so definitely a nice find. Next up, let's do this coin. So I found a BU 1829 10 cruiser, I believe. Zen, I think, is 10 cruiser. Nice uncirculated silver. It should be bill in silver. It's like 50% silver, I think, maybe a little less. But it's from Austria or Baden, which is pretty cool. Nice uncirculated coin with no cleaning, no damage. Nice cartwheel on it as well. It does have some yellow toning on it, but it's still nice BU coin. So I'm pretty happy about that one. That's pretty cool. And in my $50 bin, local coin store, I found a 74 with arrows, seated $50. Can't beat that. Seated $50 in with the Barbers. But then we've got 1914 S Barber $50. We've got 1913 S. And so the way I pick out my Barbers and you know, pick them out at the local coin store, I look for full rims and I look for Liberty. So if I can see 3 letters of Liberty, it's a VG. And so I look for VGs. If I find a VG, it's worth more. So this is definitely pushing VG, and it's a nice piece, worth more than what I paid in the Barber bin. This one's a 97 Philly, Barber $50, which is slightly older, could be better. Here we've got a pretty nice 1912, definitely a VG here, 12D, real nice coin in my opinion. Then we've got this one here, 1911, more Liberty, 11D from the United States. Then we've got a couple of piece dollars here. This one's a high relief key date 1921 piece dollar. And it's actually pretty high grade. Lots of details still on this coin, feather details. And in my experience, the date's one of the first things to go. So even if it does look like there's some weakness of strike, I mean, so I had an MS63 1921 piece, and there was still weakness right there. So I think this coin's probably not seen very much circulation. I think it probably has some circulation, but it's a very nice coin. So key date, piece dollar there. And then we've got another key date. I bought a 1928 Philadelphia piece dollar. This one's a little bit rougher, but it's still a nice key date piece dollar, and it's a 1928 Philly. So can't beat that, huh? Next up, we've got some German silver. This is going to be 5 marks from 1904, 90% silver from Bayern, which is Bavaria. It's the German state of Bavaria, and the D mint would be Munich. This one's clearly cleaned. This one does have some pretty significant hairlines on it, but it's still 90% silver from Germany, so can't argue with that. Definitely a nice piece. Then we've got some Spanish silver, Queen Isabella 1868, and this one's going to be 10 centavos. It's going to be 83.5% silver from Spain. That's definitely nice to find. I like picking up the Spanish silver because it is popular on my channel, on Whatnot, where I sell. Here we've got a Barber quarter, 1914. It's still got some Liberty left, 1914 Philly, so hopefully I can get a buck or two over what I paid on that one. Then we've got a couple of old Austrian silver, 2 shillings, and it seems like everybody's always looking for older Austria. These ones are from the 30s. We've got 1930 and 1931. This one's still got some nice original luster on it. But 2 shillings, these are 835 silver from Austria. Everyone's looking for old Austrian, so I always pick that up when I can, affordably. And we've got another Austrian coin here. Really nice piece, probably in that AUB range. 1934, 2 shillings. Definitely could see that one fetching a premium. Then we've got 1929 Austria, 2 shillings. That one's a little bit duller, probably not as much on that one. Then we've got a 1908 Barber half dollar, minted in Denver. 90% silver from the United States. This one's definitely a nice piece. Look at all that Liberty. I'll have to take a look at the grading scale, but I think that's pushing a fine. I think that would grade fine, so that's a nice piece. 5 letters Liberty is fine. So I think we're pushing that, but I'll take a second look. And of course, if you guys think I'm off with the grading, definitely leave a comment. You know, what do you guys think the grade of the coin is? You know, I'd be interested to hear, and it's kind of fun looking at the grades of the coins. So I would encourage you guys, definitely let me know in the comment section. Am I way off or am I dead on? Then we've got a 1958 Canadian half dollar, 50 cents silver. This one's going to be 80% from Canada. Nothing too special here, but we'll take it. I think I had another Canadian half in here somewhere. Yep, here's another one. This one's proof-like, but a lot of them were proof-like. This is 1965, and that's just how they were struck. But nice piece, 80% silver from Canada. So we got the 2 there. Then here we've got some German East Africa coins, which are pretty scarce. They're pretty tough to find. You know, they may be copper, but it's still colonial African coins from German East Africa. These are both 1 pesa coins. Pesa is the denomination. Copper from the 1890s. We've got 1892 and another 1892. So these ones are definitely nice, especially for what I picked them up for. So excited to offer those. We've got more German East Africa here with this 1913-10. Nope, it's 1 Heller. And this one's minted at the J Mint from Germany, which is Hamburg. So that's pretty cool. German East Africa, 1 Heller from colonial German Africa. And a lot of the colonial African coins are a little bit more popular with my collectors. So here we've got, or my customers, I guess. This one's a 1952 British West Africa half penny. So that'll probably fetch $1 or 2. Nothing too crazy, but it's a nice piece. I think somebody would like to have it. This one I got for free. It's just a 1943 war nickel. It is 35% silver. It's a little more than $1 in melt, so that's definitely nice. I do have a bulk listing for those on eBay. Here we've got a 1901 Barber quarter, minted in New Orleans. This one's a nice piece. It's got a full Liberty. It is a Barber dime, so a lot of them have full Liberty. But it's still in that fine range, in my opinion, which should, according to Gray Sheet, fetch a premium above what I paid, which is nice. So I'm excited about that one. Here we've got a 3 marks from 1910 from Germany. This one's from Saxony, which is nice. Minted at, I always forget. E-mint is Dresden. Maybe I'm wrong. Leave that in the comments section, guys. Am I right or wrong? Is it Dresden? but it's definitely a Saxony 3 mark from 1910, and it's 90% silver from Germany. So I'm very happy about that one. Here we've got an enormous medal. We looked this one up. It says Bavaria. So I think this one was so it's 1854, and it was some kind of science medal or like engineering. And so the guy who won the medal was so it was these two guys, Speyer and Whirl. So that's pretty cool. And it was some kind of German science fair, basically. I'm not sure. I'm probably a little bit off there, but that's probably the closest thing to it that we've got today. Engineering fair or something like that. And so these two guys won the medal, which is pretty cool. But there were many of these medals given out at the fair. It was certainly not the only one produced, but it's really nice, high relief, and it's a larger medal with a pretty design. So that one's pretty cool. Then we've got, this one's going to be a proof Israel coin. It's going to be 1974, and it's going to be 90% silver from Israel, 25 lirat from Israel. So that's a nice piece. We've got French silver here. This one's 5 francs from 1960. So it's a little bit more modern, but it's still 83.5% silver from France. And we've got a 1944 2 shillings, 50% silver from Great Britain. Nothing too crazy there. And we've got 20 drachma or drams from Greece, 1960, 83.5% silver from Greece. Here we've got an enormous Greek ancient bronze coin that I picked up. It's unidentified, but it's got lots of details, so I figured that it was worth the gamble picking it up. And so I'll be honest, with these ancient coins, I don't know how to identify them very well, except maybe a couple of the Romans. So if you guys have any information on these, definitely leave that in the comments section, because I'd be very interested in hearing what you have to say. But this one's a Greek bronze, probably from 200 to 300 BC, if I had to guess. So pretty cool. Then we've got a 4 cruiser from 1750. This one is from, I forget where this one was from. I think the German state of Pfalz. I think that's a German state. But it's a bill and silver coin, which means low percentage silver. 4 cruiser from 1750. There's no damage on the coin, so I could see a collector, this being popular among collectors. Then we've got another big bronze, probably Greek coin, could be Roman. Nope, this one's definitely Roman. And it's a larger bronze. Not sure what that's gonna say there on there. It looks maybe like Decius. I could be completely wrong there. What do you guys think? Where is that from? What emperor is that? Maybe that's Constantine. I have no idea. But it's a larger bronze from Rome. SC is going to stand for Siscia, I believe. So that should be the mint, Siscia mint. So it's a pretty cool coin, a larger size. So happy about that one. This one's going to be a key date Indian head penny, 1908 with full, it's probably a fine, but it's a 1908 S Indian head cent. We've got the San Francisco mint, making it the key date, rather than just a Philly, which is only worth maybe a couple bucks in this condition. But this one, we see full liberty and a decent amount of feather detail. So in my opinion, this one's in a fine condition, which is nice. Then we've got another Roman bronze here. This one's a little bit smaller. You can definitely read the mint mark. I'm not familiar with that one though. And this one is going to be, looks like Constantine to me, or something like that. One of those 3 brothers, Roman emperors. I'm not sure where this one's from, but it's another cool piece. Again, if you have any information, I would love to know. You can comment the time and say, hey, Peter, at 1930, that was the Constantine Phallus or whatever. That would be very helpful. Here we've got 2 coins from Syria. These are both going to be 68% silver from Syria. And I'm not actually sure what the denominations are. This one's going to be 50-something from 1947. I believe, 47. So that's nice. And this one's 1947 as well. So we've got 68% silver, 50 piastres maybe, and 25 piastres. I think that makes sense. I could be wrong on the denomination, but it's Syrian silver. So that's definitely pretty cool. Here we've got another older German states coin. This one's going to be 5 Kreuzer from 1748, it looks like. And I would guess it's from Bavaria because of the child and Madonna. But I could be wrong, not sure. It's going to be bill and silver as well, and it's in pretty nice shape, so I could see this one being popular as well. Then let's move some of this stuff back into view. We've got another toner here. This one's going to be Philadelphia Mint, 1889 Morgan dollar. Nice piece here, probably an AU in my opinion, possibly a BU. Not really sure without looking closer, but it's definitely a nice piece. Then we've got another bronze coin. This is a larger bronze, and this one is going to be Roman. Not sure what Roman Empire that is going to be. Maybe you'll recognize the bust, but it looks like the legend is pretty gone. Yeah, so maybe that one won't get identified, but if you for somehow can, that would be great. We've got a Chinese 10 cash from the Hubei province. This one's going to date between 1900 and 1908, so it's late imperial China, and it's a copper coin, so it's definitely cool. People like the dragon design on these ones, so that makes it popular among collectors. Then we've got a pretty nice Barber half dollar here. This one I think, nope, this one's 1903, so I guess that was just out of the Barber bin again. I did have one. I'm not sure. I guess it must be somewhere else, but I had one that had some kind of damage on it, which was kind of disappointing. But here we've got probably another Constantine. Not sure, but it's definitely another Roman coin. Possibly see the mint mark on there. But it's another Roman bronze. This one's a smaller type, but it's definitely a cool piece. We've got more German East Africa, 1906, one Heller from German East Africa. Copper coin, but it's colonial Africa, minted in Hamburg. We see the J mint mark there. Then we've got another Roman coin, another Roman bronze. Again, not really sure if this one's salvageable, but it's still a cool piece. We've got a Netherlands Antilles, 1964, one golden with some luster. It's going to be a colonial Dutch coin, 72% silver from the Netherlands. So that one's pretty cool. Here we've got what appears to be what doesn't appear to be Roman. It looks maybe Greek, so that's pretty cool. I'm not really sure about this one. Could be Roman Republic, but it definitely doesn't look Roman Empire. So if you have any information on this one, that's a cool find. Another Greek bronze possibly there. Here we've got definitely a Roman Empire coin. This one looks like a woman on the bust, which would probably narrow it down because there were only so many women on Roman Empire coins. So that's a cool find, and it would be the first one with a female bust. So that I've never had one before. So if anyone knows what this one is, that would be super cool. I'm definitely gonna want to know what this one is before I sell it, because that's super cool. And actually, it's in decent condition. We still got a fair amount of details left on it. Some of that copper corrosion in there, but it's still a nice piece. If you have any insight onto who this would be and during what reign, that would be super cool. Then we've got another BU Morgan. This one's a 1921. I bought this one because I liked the toning on it. It's got some cool gold toning on there, some rust toning, it almost looks like. And it's just a 21 Philly, but it's a nice BU Morgan. Then we've got, we've got a Panama half Balboa. This one's going to be 40% silver from 1966. Panama half Balboa, 40% silver. Then we've got a key date 1922D wheat cent from the United States, 22D wheat penny, Not sure the variety. There's like 4 different varieties, but I don't know how to tell them apart. I never remember them. Something to remember for the future. Here we've got another Austrian coin, 1929, and this one's not in bad shape. Some original luster on there. 83.5% silver from Austria. Then we've got more Roman coins. This one's going to be, probably get the mint mark off there. S, I always think Siccia. That's going to be a different Roman emperor. One that I've not had, because we've got the left-facing bust. It doesn't look like Constantine or anything super common like that. So if anyone knows what this one is, I'd be very interested to see what you guys come up with. Maybe Constans? Maybe that's not super rare, but pretty cool. I have not had a left-facing bust, so it's kind of cool. I don't deal a lot in ancient coins. You know, they're somewhat foreign to me. I usually deal in modern, from 1500 to about 1900s. So this one's definitely Constantine. You can read it very clearly. Constantine, what? I don't know. Constantine the first, second, or third. But it's in pretty nice shape, but probably a common type. Here we've got another in decent condition. That's definitely Constantine or Constans. This one I'm pretty confident will get identified. If anyone has any insight as to who exactly this one was, is it Constans, Constantine the first, second, third? I have no idea, but it's one of them. So definitely would be excited to hear what you have to say there, because this one's in pretty good shape. Then we've got one more Roman coin. So let's take a look. This one's got like a horse on the back, so that's pretty cool. And this one, nice bold bust, probably another Constantine or something like that. So another Roman Empire bronze, which is pretty cool. Then we've got 2 more coins. Here we've got a Austria 1849 A6 Cruiser. This one's going to be bill in silver, which means low percentage silver. And this one's kind of a cheaper coin. Not a whole lot of value here, but it's still probably worth a couple of bucks. And then here we've got a larger silver coin, and it's going to be from 1726. It is 30 cruisers from, gosh, now I forget. It's one of the German states. I knew earlier. It's just eluding me at the moment. But it's a 1726 30 cruiser. I want to say Bavaria. Yeah, it's Bavaria. I think that's what it was. So 30 cruisers from Bavaria, 1726. I think this one's actually 50% silver. I don't think it's billion. I think it's around 55% silver. So it's pretty cool. And no damage on this one. So this will definitely be popular. I don't think it'll last long in our whatnot auction. All right, well, guys, that's gonna do it. What was your favorite coin from the hunt? I think my favorite coin was gonna be this BU Austrian coin. You just don't find stuff like this very often, and when you do find it, you kind of gotta love it. The BU Austrian coin's my favorite. But comment down below, what's your favorite coin that you saw in the video? Well, guys, be sure to like and subscribe for more content, and we'll see you next time on Peter Does Coins.